Businesses today are just swimming in data, right? Every sale, every click, every single customer interaction, it's a tidal wave. But here's the thing. Having all that data is one thing, but actually getting clear, straight answers from it, that's a whole other ballgame. And that's exactly the challenge we're going to tackle today as we dive into the world of data warehouses. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll break down what a data warehouse actually is. Then, we'll get into the super important ETL process. That's how the data gets in there. We're also going to clear up the age-old confusion between a database and a data warehouse. After that, we'll look at why businesses lean on them so heavily, and finally, we'll peek into the future to see where this tech is headed.
All right, let's get right into it. So what is a data warehouse? At its heart, it's the answer to data chaos. Think of it as the ultimate organizer, designed to bring all your scattered information together into one single, reliable place for getting real business insights.
Now, this official definition from Oracle is really important. A data warehouse is a type of database, but its job is totally different. It's not built to handle the day-to-day stuff, like processing a sale or updating a customer's address. Nope. Its whole purpose is for query and analysis, for asking big, tough questions to understand how the business is really performing. So, what makes it so special for analysis? Well, it comes down to three key things. First, it's subject-oriented. This means instead of just having a giant list of transactions, it organizes everything around a subject, like customer. So you can see everything about a customer, their purchases, their support calls, everything, all in one place. Second, it's integrated. It pulls data from all over the company and forces it to speak the same language. USA in one system becomes United States just like in another. Everything's consistent. And third, and this one is a biggie, it's non-volatile. Once data goes in, it stays in. It's a historical record. You can't accidentally change last quarter's numbers. This makes it a source of truth you can actually trust.
And because of that structure, analysts get to do this awesome thing they call slice and dice. Imagine you have this giant cube of all your business data. You can turn it any way you want. You can look at sales by region, then slice it by product line, then dice it by quarter. It's this incredible flexibility that lets you uncover the insights that are hiding in plain sight.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how does all this clean, organized, beautiful data actually get into the warehouse? Well, that happens through a really fundamental process called ETL. ETL stands for Extract, Transform, and Load. It's pretty logical. First, you extract the raw data from all your different sources, your sales system, marketing tools, customer service logs, you name it. Then comes the most important step, the real magic, transform. This is where all the cleanup happens. You fix the messy data, resolve those naming conflicts we talked about, and get everything into one standard format. And finally, you load that clean, shiny, transformed data into the warehouse where it's ready for analysis.
You know, this quote from Oracle really hits the nail on the head. The hard part isn't just moving the data. The real challenge, the real work, is taking all this information from a dozen different messy systems and integrating it, rearranging it, and consolidating it into one single source of truth. That transform step is where the value is really created.
Now we get to the part that trips a lot of people up. If a data warehouse is a kind of database, what's the actual difference? Well, it turns out they are completely different tools built for completely different jobs.
Here's a really simple way to think about it. A normal database is like a virtual filing cabinet. It's built for speed and efficiency, for daily tasks. You're constantly pulling files out, updating them, and putting them back in, one at a time. A data warehouse, on the other hand, is like a massive research library. It's filled with historical archives from all over, and you go there to do deep research, connect the dots, and find patterns over long periods of time.
And this table here really lays it all out. Let's just zoom in on the workload row. A database is optimized for these quick, predefined operations, like process this one sale. The same small task over and over again really fast. But a warehouse is built for ad hoc queries. These are brand new, complex questions that you just thought of, like, hey, how did our summer marketing campaign in the Southwest affect sales of our top 3 products compared to last year? See the difference? One is about running the business moment to moment. The other is about understanding the business over the long haul.
Okay, so we've established that these things are complicated to build and to maintain. So, why do businesses pour so much money and effort into them? Well, it all comes down to the strategic payoff.
And that payoff is massive. Just think about it. You can finally get a single, unified view of your entire business. And a huge benefit is separating the heavy lifting analysis work from the day-to-day transaction work. This means your marketing team can run some monster report that analyzes 5 years of data, and it won't slow down the live website for a single customer trying to check out. That's huge. It becomes the engine for all your dashboards and reports, letting everyone make decisions based on the same, trusted set of facts.
But this technology is not standing still. Not at all. The core ideas are solid, but what you can actually do with a data warehouse is evolving at a pretty incredible speed. So let's take a look at what's just around the corner.
The future here is all about AI and machine learning. A data warehouse with all its clean, historical data is the perfect fuel for these technologies. You can train models to do some amazing things. Instead of just running a report to see which customers left last year, you can build a model that predicts which customers are most likely to leave next month, so you can actually do something about it. This is a game changer. It shifts a business from just reacting to what's happened to proactively shaping what's going to happen.
So, really, it all boils down to this one final thought. Pretty much every business out there is collecting data. The real question is, what are you doing with it? Is it just sitting there in a dozen different filing cabinets collecting digital dust? Or is it being brought together, analyzed, and used to tell you not just what happened yesterday, but what's probably going to happen tomorrow?